Hello everyone. I hope you practiced uh, yesterday's report writing as well. Today's our last class before our exam. So I hope you're ready. Does anybody have any questions? I'm giving you a quick 2 minutes, couple of minutes to ask me any questions before I quickly recap everything. Please share your questions on chat if you have any questions. No questions. Reach or arrive, both are fine. Somebody's asked me if reach or arrive is fine. They reached at or they arrived at. Both are fine. They arrived at the hospital. They reached. If you say arrive, then arrive has to be followed by arrived where. So you will generally write arrive at. If you, for example, I can say the police reached the hospital at 5 p.m. or I will say they arrived at the hospital. Arrived is generally followed by at. Reach will not need at. So reach the hospital or arrived at the hospital. Okay, any other questions? Tomorrow is your exam. I hope all of you are ready. So all the best for your exam tomorrow. If nobody has any questions, I'm going to wait for another 30 seconds and then I'll quickly share some tips once again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use yesterday's sample report to just share with you what to write in the report or how to write. Okay, or maybe another days. Let me see. Do you want to do the test today first and want me to share the or discuss the report as well during the class? Or if not, I'll just share the tips first and then we can do the test if anybody has any preference, because today is the last class. I'm just asking you once. No. Okay, then let's do one thing. I'm just going to share a Word document, sorry, I'm just going to quickly type on the screen the important points to remember. Okay, so that you can. Just make a note while I'm sharing this on the screen. If you have any questions, please ask. Please keep typing your questions in the chat and I will check and I will respond. Okay. Okay. So brief things to remember. Okay. You have 20 minutes for reading. Okay. First, you will have some instructions. Then you have 20 minutes for reading. In this 20 minutes, you should read, take notes, and answer questions. Okay. I do not know what strategy you're trying, but if you are trying to read first and then answer questions, that works. If your reading speed is good, if your reading speed is not good, first please answer the questions and then take your notes. Okay. Because if you don't answer the questions but you've taken all the notes, you will lose marks. Okay. So it is, remember, we have to score 60 to 70%. तपाईँले रिडिङमा 60 to 70% पाएन भने तपाईँको रिपोर्ट अगाडि बढ्दैन, भनेको उनीहरूले अगाडिको रिपोर्ट नै तपाईँको चेक गर्दैन. ओके, सो तपाईँले रिडिङ कम्प्रिहेन्सनमा 10 आन्सर्स टिप्नुपर्छ र त्यसमा मिनिमम 70% लाउनुपर्छ, 60 to 70%. ओके, सो इट इज इम्पोर्टेन्ट द्याट यु डु द्याट. तपाईँले रिडिङ सक्नु अगाडि 5 मिनट्सको वार्निङ पाइन्छ. त्यो 5 मिनट्सको वार्निङको बेलामा यु शुड इमिडिएटली when they give you that warning, you should check that your answers are complete, they are correct. Okay, because that is the last chance, right? After 20 minutes, they will take your reading comprehension. They will also take your question paper in which you have written the answers. What you will have is only your notes. Okay, so remember that. Okay. Okay. Then after that, what is the next part is the listening. Okay. So in the listening, you have to listen to two parts. You have to listen to a narrative. I know this is repetitive. You already know we are doing this every day, but because this is your last class before your exam, it is just good to quickly revise. Okay. Narrative and dialogue. So in the narrative, remember again, in the listening part, please remember that many points from the reading are repeated. Narrative listening मिलाएर 7 to 10 points नयाँ हुन सक्छ, कहिले कहीँ 4-5 नयाँ points मात्रै हुन सक्छ. ओके. रिडिङमा तपाईँले जुन 10 क्वेशन्स आन्सर गर्नुहुन्छ त्यसको बाहेक पनि डिटेल्स सिक्नुपर्छ, किन रिडिङमा maybe they have asked you who called the police, but maybe when they called is not given in the 10 questions. Okay, so you have to take full notes lini belama pani, please write only bullet points. Do not write full sentences. If you're going to write full sentences, you're just wasting a lot of time writing sentences. Okay, after in the second part, okay, 20 minutes for reading is your first part. Okay, then in the second, oh sorry, I don't know what happened. In the second part, you have to listen to a narrative. You have to listen to a narrative and a dialogue. Okay. Do not take repetitive notes. Repetitive बनेको reading मा तपाईले टिप्नु भएको notes फेरि नटिप्नुस्. Okay, then you're just wasting time. So only note down new information. Okay. In the listening dialogue, please note down who is talking to whom. Okay, which means who is interviewing whom. So you'll have to write the sub inspector or the police inspector interviewed the witness, interviewed the suspect, interviewed the victim, interviewed the station commander. Station commander interviewed the police chief, or the main investigator interviewed the police. Okay, so you have to understand who is talking to whom, because if you remember report को end मा reading को तपाईले summary लेखेपछि तपाईले एउटा word मा त लेख्नु पर्छ कि during the interview the witness said this, or during the interview the suspect confessed to the crime, during the interview the police chief recounted or narrated the incidents of the report. Okay, so you have to write this. तपाईले त्यस्तो एउटा लाइन राख्नु भयो भने examinerले थाहा हुन्छ कि तपाईले listening सुन्या छ भनेर. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, then when you're taking notes, remember the 5 W's plus H, which is what are they? Who, what. Okay, these are the details that should be in your notes. Okay, 5 W's plus H are important for complete notes. Okay, so who, what, when. I don't know what's is the screen blanking out in between? It's happening at my end. I do not know if that is the case for you. Okay. Okay. So who, what, when, where, why. If you just ask yourself these questions, then your notes will be complete. If you ask who called the police, whom did they call? Okay. Why did they call? When did they call? Where did the incident happen? Where did the suspect run to? Why did the suspect attack the victim? Why did the police reach there at this time, or why, how did the police catch somebody? Okay, so you have to write all these details, only then your report will be complete. Okay, then remember in your report writing you have how many minutes? 30 minutes. Okay, so my recommendation is you should plan for at least for 3 to 4 minutes. Plan your report. I know this sounds like you don't have that much time. तर तपाईँले प्लान गर्नुभयो भने तपाईँले अलि सजिलो हुन्छ लेख्नुलाई. ओके, प्लानिङमा के गर्नुपर्छ, मैले पुरै नोट्स टिपेको छ कि छैन त्यो हेर्नुपर्छ. प्लानिङमा इन्ट्रोडक्सनमा के लेखौँ, टाइटल के हुनुपर्छ. टाइटल हैज टु बी भेरी शॉर्ट. ओके, only 2 to 3 words. Okay, I'm also looking at the chat. If you have any questions, please type. Okay, so start with title. Title is important. Title has to be 2 to 4 words or 3 to 4 words. It can be something very short as kidnapping, burglary, fatal shooting, fatal attack, robbery, illegal smuggling, anything, okay? Whatever is the main crime, if you can define the crime, then that should be your title, okay? Then after that, first para will be introduction. So in the introduction, what you will write? Who called, when, who called whom, when, and why. At least this much information should be completed in the introduction. Okay, so introduction will be one paragraph where you will write in brief who called whom, when, and why. Okay, okay. Then remember, second, after the first paragraph, you will write at least 2 to 4 paras of details. Details from reading plus listening. Okay. Then in the end, you have to write conclusion in a separate paragraph. Okay, so conclusion in a separate paragraph means you will write the suspects were arrested, the suspects were charged with, say, burglary, or charged with whatever is the crime. So, charged with smuggling, charged with burglary, charged with murder, and the police demanded 5 years sentence. Anything, any, whatever conclusion you can make. Okay, please do not write सबै report my investigation is ongoing. धेरै स्टुडेन्टले हामीले दसैँको अगाडि फिजिकल क्लास गर्ने बेलामा everybody was just writing investigation is ongoing, investigation is ongoing. That is not always correct. If the police have filed charges, then your investigation has been completed and charges have been filed. If the report does not say investigation is completed, you don't have to write that. But if the police have filed charges, then you will write that the police have filed charges and they are awaiting the verdict. So you can write what charges have been filed, what punishment has been demanded, and what are they doing meanwhile. Okay. If in one of the stories, if you remember, we had in the conclusion, I had written in the sample report where the evidence was kept. Okay. So things like that. Okay. But conclusion always in a separate paragraph. For report writing, when you get the 5 minutes warning, 5 minutes warning पाउनु बेलामा तपाईं चेक गर्नुस् तपाईले इन्ट्रोडक्सन लेखेको छ, टाइटल राम्रोसँग लेखेको छ कि छैन, इन्ट्रोडक्सन राम्रोसँग लेख्नु भएको छ कि छैन, लिसनिङको ड्युरिङ द इन्टरभ्यू हु सेड हुम त्यो लेख्नु भएको छ कि छैन, र कन्क्लुजन. दिस 4 points you should immediately check. तपाईको 5 minutes बाँकी हुने बेलामा तपाईको अरु पनि इन्फर्मेसन लेख्नु बाँकी छ भने leave some gap and quickly write the conclusion. त्यस्तो भयो भने तपाईको रिपोर्ट अलि इनकम्प्लिट हुन्छ तर तपाईको एटलिस्ट कन्क्लुजन कम्प्लिट हुन्छ. सो it will look like you have at least written the conclusion. Okay, even though some details are missing. तपाईले conclusion नै लेख्नु भएन भने it will be an incomplete report. But if you have written the conclusion and missed some details, it will look like the comment will be missing details, not incomplete report. Okay, so it is good to do that. When you have 5 minutes left, make sure you're writing the conclusion. Yeah, this is all the tips I have. I do not know if anybody has any other questions. If not, we're just going to yeah. Does anybody have any questions on this? Okay. And remember, answers write in short. Use the 24-hour clock. Whatever tips I've shared so far, please remember all those tips and use all those tips. Okay, manage time really well. For note taking, take notes next to each other. Okay, so for example, take notes next to each other. So don't take notes one below the other, because then it will be difficult to find the points when you have to write the report. So it is good to take the reading notes first, then next to that take the listening notes, so that whatever information is new, you can add a plus sign, related information. Okay, and add a new information. If the information is the same which has been repeated, just put a tick mark. Make sure you have confirmed the information instead of one after the other. Okay. Okay, any questions at all? I have no questions. Should I just start today's test? I'm just going to save this document and send it to you right now as just Okay, I'm just going to save this and send it to you all. Okay. I can't see any questions on the chat, so I'm assuming you don't have any questions for me. Okay, so I'm just going to now send this to you first, and after that, I'm going to share with you today's question. Okay. Okay, I'm assuming there are no questions for me. Okay, everybody, please download the notes that I just showed you on screen right now. Please download this. I'm also sending today's question, which you can download. Day 19 reading, day 5 reading. Okay, so everybody please download both of these and then I can start today's timer so we can start the reading test. Has everybody downloaded the test? Can I start the timer? Yes? Okay. I have no response from you all, but I am going to assume that I can start the reading test. Okay, I hope everybody has downloaded the reading. Okay, I'm going to now start the timer for the reading test. Please start your reading, download the file, get ready, take notes, take proper notes. Remember how to take notes. When you're taking notes also, please summarize your notes, okay? Do not write full sentences. Do not copy full sentences. Otherwise, you're just spending too much time taking notes and not finding the answers. When you're looking for the answers, scanning is a good technique. Scanning भनेको क्वेसनमा जुन वर्ड छ त्यो वर्ड तपाईँले रिडिङमा क्विकली यसो स्क्यान गरेर पाउनुपर्छ त्यो वर्ड पायो भने त्यसको आन्सर त्यही कता होला ओके सो इभन विदाउट रिडिङ यु शुड बी एबल टु फाइन्ड द आन्सर्स ओके because if you're running short of time okay so then scanning is a good technique to quickly find the answers and you can worry about the details when you're taking notes okay everybody please start the reading test. I'm starting the timer right now.